The Jets made their move. Breece Hall is officially franchise tagged, $14.293 million. But this is not a breakup. This is a bridge. New York wants him long-term. Talks are still ongoing. The tag keeps him locked in. Hall is the engine of this offense. Explosive, dynamic, game-changing. Now the pressure shifts to negotiations, short-term security, long-term vision. The question is simple: will this turn into a massive extension? The New York Jets did not hesitate when it came to protecting one of the most explosive pieces of their offense. With the franchise tag deadline approaching and negotiations still ongoing, the organization made a strategic decision that speaks volumes about how they view their future. By placing the $14.293 million franchise tag on Breece Hall, the Jets ensured stability at one of the most impactful positions in today's NFL. This is not a signal of tension or uncertainty. It is a calculated pause, a mechanism designed to buy time while both sides continue to work toward a long-term agreement that could define the direction of this offense for years. Running backs in the modern NFL occupy a complicated financial space. Production is demanded, durability is expected, and long-term investments are often debated. Yet Hall has managed to carve out a profile that separates him from the noise surrounding the position. His burst through the line of scrimmage, his ability to accelerate into open space, and his comfort catching the football out of the backfield make him more than a traditional ball carrier. He is a schematic advantage. Defensive coordinators must account for him on every snap, whether he is aligned behind the quarterback or flexed into the slot. That versatility alters coverages and opens lanes for the passing attack. From a game projection standpoint, retaining Hall under the tag keeps the Jets' offensive identity intact. When New York is at its best, the offense flows through balance. A credible ground threat forces linebackers to step forward. Safeties hesitate. Play action becomes lethal. Hall's presence makes the quarterback's job easier, regardless of who is under center. Removing him from the equation would have forced a philosophical reset. Instead, the tag preserves continuity while negotiations continue behind closed doors. Financially, the move is equally strategic. The franchise tag guarantees Hall a substantial salary for the upcoming season, while giving the Jets leverage in structuring a long-term deal that protects cap flexibility. In a league defined by razor-thin margins, cap management is as critical as talent evaluation. By using the tag as a placeholder, New York avoids the risk of losing a premier playmaker while preventing negotiations from being rushed under deadline pressure. It is a business move wrapped in competitive urgency. The ripple effects extend beyond just one contract. Teammates notice when organizations reward performance. Locker rooms pay attention to how front offices treat cornerstone players. Tagging Hall sends a message that production is valued and that the team intends to compete immediately rather than enter any form of reset. For a franchise seeking stability and postseason relevance, retaining elite talent is foundational. There are also recruiting implications. Free agents evaluating potential destinations look closely at offensive structure. A dynamic running back signals balance. Balance signals opportunity. Wide receivers benefit from single coverage when defenses respect the run. Quarterbacks benefit from manageable down and distance situations. Hall's presence enhances the attractiveness of the entire offensive ecosystem. In many ways, keeping him in place strengthens the Jets' recruiting pitch across multiple positions. From the fan perspective, this move brings relief. Supporters have watched the volatility of roster turnover across the league. Seeing a homegrown impact player secured, even temporarily, restores confidence that the franchise understands its core. Hall represents explosiveness and hope. Every long run electrifies the stadium. Every cutback reminds fans of what the offense can become at full strength. The tag ensures that excitement remains part of the 2026 equation. Critics may argue that running backs are replaceable. Analytics often suggest caution with long-term deals at the position, but football is not played solely on spreadsheets. It is played in moments. 3rd and 2 conversions, red zone bursts, fourth-quarter drives where fatigue sets in and a single cut changes momentum. Hall has shown he can create those moments. That kind of reliability carries weight in evaluation rooms. Ultimately, the franchise tag is neither a victory nor a controversy. It is a strategic checkpoint. It reflects mutual interest without immediate finality. Negotiations will continue, numbers will be debated, guarantees will be structured, but the most important element remains unchanged. Breece Hall is central to what the Jets want to build. Short-term, he remains the engine of the offense. Long-term, the expectation is that today's placeholder evolves into tomorrow's partnership. In a league where uncertainty defines the offseason, the Jets chose clarity. Protect the weapon, preserve the leverage, keep the window open, and continue building towards something.